Good morning. I'm Teacher Robinson and welcome to TVL Computer System Servicing class. I hope you're having a great time. This is Module 5, Quarter 3 lesson in Entrepreneurship Grade 12. Before we proceed to our lesson, please rise and let's bow down our head for a prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. You can sit down and find a place comfortable to learn. For your attendance, please cite your name, sample name of your company and position. For example, my name is Robinson, the CEO of Robinson's Mall. Alright, thank you everyone. Grab your pen and ready to learn. In our previous lesson, we tackled about the 7 P's of a business. Anybody who can recite the first one? Yes, very good. It is product. Number 2, place, and it followed by price, promotion, people, packaging, and positioning. Very good. As an entrepreneur student, I'm sure you are curious how multinational companies became successful. One of the reasons of this success is the branding, which is to invite more investors and eventually creative branches here and abroad. In this lesson, we are going to learn on how to create a brand name, which is applicable in any type of business. In this module, the most essential learning competency is to recognize the importance of marketing mix in the development of marketing strategy, which is to develop a brand name. After working all the activities in this module, you are expected to first, explain branding. Second, identify the characteristics and types of ideal brand name. Third, create own brand name based on the locality. And the last one, appreciate the importance of brand name in a business. Now, are you ready? Let's start! Are you familiar with the Game of Thrones TV series? Very good! Let's watch the opening credits of this series. observe in the video. Very good. It is the game of brands. Another one? Yes, the brand logos. Now, I will present to you the different logo of a famous brand here in the Philippines. And display the logo sounds familiar. You have to guess what kind of brand is this by looking and listening to their tagline. First one we have
Gulat ka, no?
very good, that is Tide. Second,
Pili ka ang sarap.
Jollibee.
We've got it all for you.
SM.
Abot mo ang mundo.
Glow.
In the service of the Filipino.
Alright, this is ABS-CBN. LBC.
Para sa amin, pag meron ka nito, wala kang talo.
Cobra Energy Drink.
Bukasin ka na!
Yes, that is Dato Puti.
It's a strong, the number one here in the
Red Horse.
Walang kuskus balungos, dito na tayo!
Palawan Pawn Shop. Do you have any idea what is our topic for today? Very good. Our topic for today is all about branding. Are you ready? Grab a pen and let's have an activity. The title of this activity is Fix Me, I'm Broken. I will present to you 4 different broken logos and you will fix the broken logo by saying it aloud with a given amount of time. Ready? Very good. Let's begin. The first logo is okay, the logo is Starbucks. The second one very good. Mercury Drugstore. The third one. BDO. Fourth. Mang Inasal. How was the activity? Do you consider this brand as successful? Why do you think so? Do you think it has something to do with how they create the logo? When you are asked to buy something from the store, what do you usually look for? Do you have identified brands for the items you buy? Imagine, these items do not have names, are just displayed in shelves along with other similar products from different manufacturers. How would customers remember them? That is why brand name plays a significant role in the positioning of the product. We live in a brand-conscious world, but a brand is more than just a logo or a name. Let us study the concept of branding, its significance, But first, we have to define what is brand name. A brand name or trade name is a name given by an entrepreneur to a particular product or service. Sometimes, brand name is simply based on the name of the founders of an enterprise. But these days, brand names are most often intentionally thought out marketing tools to establish customer mindfulness and encouraging brand loyalty. Brand name must be in line with the purpose and goals of the organization, meet the needs of the target market, define key characteristics of the brand, and highlight the benefits of the product or services associated with the brand. It is also emphasized that when a brand name is carefully selected, it distinguishes an organization's service or product from a competitor. It can also send out a strong message about the organization's marketing position or corporate personality. Okay class, let's go further with the characteristics of ideal brand name. We have number 1, short and simple. Customers may find it hard to remember long and pompous names. Second, easy to spell, pronounce and remember. Spelling and pronunciation should not confuse the consumers to ensure recall. Third, pronounceable in only one way. It is better to have one way of pronouncing the brand so the customers will not get confused with its pronunciation. Fourth, we have indicative of the benefits of the product or service. It is a way to promote the brand also, is when the brand states the product's purpose. Fifth, easy to adapt to packaging and labeling requirements or to any form of advertising. It will be a great help for the advertisers if the branding can adjust to whatever the advertisement may require. 6. Non-offensive or negative. Negativity or positivity may be transferred not only to the product, but also to the vibe of the buying public, so make sure to have a positive branding for your product. 7. Unlikely to become dated. It is good to stay in trend, but always make sure that the name you use for your product will not be outdated after a period of time. And the last one, legally available for use. Make sure that there is no other business enterprise that uses the brand you want to name your product. With the registration policies, no same name can be used by 2 different business owners. Alright class, do you have any questions? None? Okay, let's proceed. When thinking about choosing business brand names, it's interesting to think about the different types of brand names there are and how they help form the big brands we know today. In this topic, we go through the different types of brand names and which companies fall into each type. First one, we have descriptive brand names. This type of brand names explain the service offered by the company in a proper descriptive way. There's hardly any room for creativity in the brand name since the name is complete and simple, which describes the occupation of the company. The positive aspect of having a clear and clean brand name is that it describes the brand story clearly and effectively to the audience. On the other hand, the negative part is that when company thinks of diversification, the same brand name doesn't go with a new product line of business. What do you think the example of the descriptive brand names? Yes, here are the example of the brand names. First, we have Burger King. Second, Google Maps, Meralco, and Acelco. These 4 are just an example of a descriptive brand name. So there are many of it in the market. Second, Evocative brand names. These are considered a cornerstone of brand naming and brand positioning. They usually singular, very creative, and act as powerful differentiators in the industry. They are exactly on the opposite side of the creative spectrum, and their names employ suggestion or a metaphor to bring to the mind the powerful experience or the positioning of the brand. Examples include, yes, Apple, Nike, and Shopee. Owing to their originality and innovative brand names, they are much easier to remember. It is essential that they maintain their dignity in the market by offering the products that suit their brand name, since with an evocative brand name comes to a great responsibility. Third one, we have invented brand names. The products which are entirely innovative or new and first in the market. Naming such product is a big challenge. That is when invented brand names come into a picture, as they help in naming a product which is introduced for the first time. They are not only distinctive, but they are articulate and offer creativity with attitude for a brand. The example of this is Pixar Animation Studios, Google, Adidas, and Kodak. They have no inherent definition assigned to them, which is the most challenging part of this type of brand names. To ensure that they are very easy to remember, tend to spend a lot of money to establish their meaning in the minds of the customer. Fourth, the lexical brand names. This brand name rely entirely on the wordplay for their remembrance, having a combination of compound words, spellings, and foreign words are the most popular styles of naming this kind of brand name. The examples of these brand names are, yes, Dunkin' Donuts, Krispy Kreme Donuts, and Coca-Cola. These type of brand names appeal mostly to contemporary audiences who have been exposed to such name for a very long time. Fifth, we have the acronym brand names. Most of the time, acronym brand names are acronyms of the entire name of the company, which might be difficult to pronounce. Yes, the first example is HP, KFC, MTV, UNICEF, BMW, NASA. Number 6, geographical brand names. When a brand name includes the geography or territory in which the brand operates or has given birth to them, it is termed as the geographical brand name. The first example is Cebu Pacific, which is it originates from Cebu. Second, we have Tagum Cooperative. We have Palawan Pawn Shop, Palawan Express, Pera Padala. We have Davao Metro Shuttle. However, it is found that expanding such a business in different countries has its limitations, which comes with a geographical brand name. In countries where there are geographical problems with a certain country or state, it would be hard to expand and adapt. Number 7, founder brand names. Traditionally, brand names have also been associated with the name of their founders, and the stretch is back early in time as old as Ford's, which is named after Henry Ford. Disney, which is named after Walt Disney. McDonald's is of course the surname of the founding brothers. Robert Wood Johnson, James Wood Johnson, and Edward Mead Johnson founded Johnson & Johnson brand. H&M from founders Hennes and Moritz. The principles of founders are easily trademarked with a brand name and they can be distinctly positioned correctly. Alphanumeric names, that is number 8. If you have great idea but it's not unique, you can always add a number. Not our preferred method, but adding a number makes names much more unique and can actually sound really effective in some sectors. Common numbers include 24 or 247 hours and days a week, 360 or all-around vision, and 365 suggesting open all year. Here are the examples: 7-Up, 7-Eleven, Levi's 501, To Go, Group Incorporated, and Colt 45. Number 9. Modern brand names. Brands these days are taking up names which have where is the meaning of the product or service, but the words are compound and complex and have different meanings and open to interpretation. For example, BlackBerry, Facebook or Instagram. And we have also Saint Peter. Establishing a modern brand name requires promotion on a heavy scale to ensure that people recall the brand name easily. The presence of the product or service that such a brand name is offering should be felt by the customer everywhere in order for them to recall the brand name. The last one is the mixed brand names. These are the ones that use a combination of one or more of the above categories. Another example of the same would be Linkin Park, a musical band which derives its name from Lincoln Park. Second, Forex, which is a combination of two words, foreign exchange. Instagram is a combination of instant camera and telegram. Snapchat. The brand names brings together two ideas that are the core of the company's operation. Images means snap and socializing means chat. That is Snapchat. Netflix is a combination of the words internet and flicks that describes perfectly both the older and newer unique sales proposition of the company. Getting your movies delivered to you via an internet-based service takes on its face it means internet films or movies. Do you have any questions? Very good. Now, grab your pen and your notebook. Make your own company name, simple logo and tagline based on your locality. I will give you 5 minutes to do that. This is the rubric for your activity. Okay, time starts now. I'm sure you did well. Congratulations on your new business. For your reflection, as we end our discussion, I want you to reflect some of the following questions. Write it in your assignment notebook and prepare it for tomorrow's lesson. First, you have 3 things you learned in developing a brand name. 2 things you appreciated the importance of a brand name. And 1 thing you're still confused at creating a brand name. In summary, we discussed what is brand name, the characteristics of ideal brand name, and types of a brand name. You have already created your own company name, simple logo, and tagline based on your locality. You already appreciate the importance of brand name in a business. That is all for today. Good job. Have a wonderful day.